Hey guys, I'm Shreeya, Shining Shreeya.
Hey guys, I'm Shreeya. Welcome back to my channel. Today, 31st July is Harry Potter's birthday and we're going to be celebrating it by making 5 Harry Potter DIYs. So let's get started. So, our first DIY is making cauldron cakes. For this you will need muffins, chocolate chips, a bowl, wax paper and a ziploc bag or a piping bag, whichever you want to use. So let's get started. So these are our muffins. They're really small, so we're gonna have small cauldron cakes. So what you have to do is turn it upside down and you have to make a little hole. You can use your hands if you want to because it's easiest like that. So like just make a little hole. You do yours too. So we can put whipped cream in here. So that's all we do. And now we're going to melt some chocolate chips and I'll be right back with the melted chocolate. So this is the melted chocolate that we have. And before we start our next step, we are going to take 3 chocolate chips and place them in a triangle like this. So this is like the base of the cauldron, like the legs of the cauldron. And now we take our cauldron and we dip it in the chocolate and be careful not to break it because it might break. So get it all in there. Whoops. And then stick it over here. And we have to do the same thing for the other one. And if you have like really small cupcakes like this, muffins like this, you might not want to make the hole because that makes it break easier. So I'll just show you one without the hole because it will like help you to understand. So this is the one without the hole. Take 1, 2, 3 chocolate chips, take it together, dip the top side of the muffin in there and don't get more than you need to, and just stick it there and wait for it to dry. So once the chocolate's hardened, we'll see you and we'll continue the cauldron cakes. So now we put the cauldron cakes in the fridge, and while the chocolate is hardening, we're gonna be making some handles for the cauldron. So I just melted the chocolate again so it's like more liquidy, and I'm just gonna put it inside the ziploc. If you're using a piping bag, you can use that too. So be careful and push it down toward the end. You don't really need a lot. You just need to do it well. So I'm just gonna use that much. So push it on towards the end. And cut off the tip. Oh, no, hold on. So just cut it off. And now you can draw the handle. So just keep drawing. Mine is a little bit fat. And it's done. This is the handle. So we're just gonna let this freeze. I'm gonna make a few more and then this is gonna go straight into the freezer. So I realized my handle was too big for the cupcakes, so I just broke it a little bit. So now we have handles like this. It's a little bit fat, but like in the rest you can kind of see it. And to keep the handles in place, we are gonna be using frosting. So let me open this up. And frosting's pretty sticky, but it never really hardens. So I'm just gonna like, I don't want to break this, and it's like not really very strong, so I'm just putting a little bit of it with my hands. Make sure your hands are clean if you're doing it with your hands too. I've made sure my hands are clean. Then that goes here. If your holes are a little bit bigger than ours, you can fill them up with whipped cream or melted marshmallow or something. But ours are so small, they don't really make, I mean, you won't even be able to taste the whipped cream, and we can't even put it in. So, well, we're just gonna skip that step. So, yeah. So I'm just gonna take a little bit more, because we can't have too little icing, because then the handles won't stay. So now I'm gonna stick the handles. Let's take this one over there. And this is one finished cauldron cake. If you don't want to put icing all over, you can just dip your handles inside the icing, like dip both the ends in. And then when you stick it, it's just gonna stay like that. So this is your cauldron cake. Ta-da! So the cauldron cakes are done, and now we're gonna make wands. So for this you need chopsticks. We're using the disposable kind, and you also need a hot glue gun. So we just start making designs, whatever kind of designs you want on your chopstick or your wand, using the hot glue. And then it's optional, but if you want to, you can paint your wand in whatever color you like. But we don't have the thing to plug this in over here, so we're just going to be moving a little bit, and then I'll show you how to make it. So the hot glue has heated up and it's starting to come out. So you can just start with like circles and whatever. If you have a choice, you can keep your keeping your hot glue gun on high or low temperature. Keep it on low so that it cools down faster, which is exactly what we want. I'm doing a spiral design in mine. Spiral. I'm gonna do it till like a little bit. If you really want to, you can copy some designs from the internet of Harry Potter wands or like anybody's wand, and like you can paint it exactly like that. But I want to make my own wand, so that's why I'm not like copying anything. So I'm just spiraling down, down, down. If you're not used to using a hot glue gun, you can have like a bowl of water near you. So like if you accidentally get some hot glue on your fingers, you can dip your hands in the cold water, so you won't like end up having like a burn or anything. I'm just making some drips over here now. And this DIY I'm gonna make for my sister, since she can't use a hot glue gun. So I'm just gonna wait for this to dry, and I'm just gonna make some more designs. And if you're gonna do like a lot of designs on your wand, make sure you have plenty of hot glue sticks, because they get over really fast. So I'm just gonna wait for this to dry, and I'll see you when my and my sister's wands are finished. So these are the wands which we finished making. If you want to paint it, you can paint it, but we only had red and white and we wanted like brown or golden, so we're just gonna leave it plain for now. Another idea that you can do, if you have colored hot glue sticks, is you can use those, and then maybe if you use golden, you can have like a golden pattern on a wooden chopstick. So that will also look really cool. And now it's time for the next DIY. So our next DIY is Polyjuice potion. Now in Harry Potter, the Polyjuice potion takes over a month to make, but our version is really easy. All you need is food coloring, a glass or a food dispenser, a drink dispenser, and some Sprite. If you want, you can also use water, but I prefer Sprite. So all you have to do, it's very easy, is open up your beverage dispenser and
tilt it.
and your Sprite. Whoa. Hold on. And your Sprite, and then pour as much Sprite as you want into the beverage dispenser. Yeah, I think that's enough. No, we're gonna need more. Yes, now that's enough. Yeah. And then just add a few, actually 1 drop is enough, of green food coloring. And now don't add too much food coloring. Just 1 drop. Go on. Yes, 1 drop is more than enough.
Okay.
It's really small because
Oh, I can see it in there.
yeah.
Because the glass like.
Now we're just gonna mix.
I can still see that drop. It's so big. Is it gonna turn green? Yep, it's starting to turn green. Mixing. Can I mix it?
Yeah, sure. You can have it. When it's all green. So the next DIY isn't really a DIY, it's just some DIY nail art. So I like this brand of nail polish because watch, if I open it like this, I can use it as a normal nail polish and then I close it. But if I open it like this, I can use it as a nail art pen. And if I close this as well, oh, hold on, it's not closing. Yeah. And when I close this, I've also got glitter over here. And the best part is it's scented. This one is blueberry. I've already painted my nails with pink. So it would be easier to start the nail art. And we don't have to wait for the nail polish to dry. So I'm just going to open this. I'm going to use the blue one. And I'm just going to draw Harry Potter's scar on my nail. Ta-da! So I'm just going to do this for all of them and I'll see you now. So our 5th and last DIY is Dumbledore's Pensieve. For this first we're mixing Jell-o. So we have to make sure that it's blue Jell-o we're making. So the first instruction was add boiling water, add 2 cups of boiling water to the gelatin mix and stir for 2 minutes until completely dissolved. So make sure you have an adult helping you pour the hot water or at least watching you pour the hot water so you don't burn yourself. So now we're just mixing it and we'll mix it for 2 minutes and we'll see you when we're ready for. So the next step of making the jelly is to add 2 cups of cold water and mix it again. So my sister's gonna add the cold water.
It's not coming fully.
It's okay, just pour it.
Oh, it's a mess. It's a mess right here.
And we just have to mix this for a while and then we're gonna have to refrigerate this for 4 hours. So we'll mix it and then we'll put it in the fridge and then we'll see you after 4 hours to finish Dumbledore's Pensieve. So now the jelly is ready, but it's still just plain blue jelly. So how do we make it into Dumbledore's Pensieve? Using whipped cream, of course. So we have to apply the whipped cream in a spiral shape on top of this beautiful blue jelly. Don't forget to shake the whipped cream and time to put it on. Whoa. And ta-da! That's Dumbledore's Pensieve, in which you can look through at any old memories that you like. All this other Harry Potter stuff on some other day, you can. Just make sure that it's a Harry Potter important day. I'm going to be listing some important days in the Harry Potter world down in the description box below. So don't forget to check it out. I'm also going to be writing down some really fun facts about Harry Potter in the description box. So don't forget to check the description box and don't forget to subscribe to my channel. I'll see you next time. Bye!